All right, let's set the stage for this one. Today in Phoenix, discover how the city is slowly sinking and why it's a big deal.
Okay, here we go. From the top, I'm Leah.
And I'm Garrett. Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett in Phoenix.
All right, here's where we begin our journey today. Phoenix is gradually sinking, not like quicksand fast, but surely. Apparently, it's a thing called subsidence, right?
Yeah, it's a slow process where the ground sinks due to stuff like groundwater extraction. So think of it as the city slowly settling down, almost like it's getting cozy in the desert sands.
That's so wild. So what exactly is causing Phoenix to sink? Give us the scoop.
Well, researchers found out that Phoenix is sinking a bit less than a millimeter each year. But here's the kicker. Specific places like Pinnacle Peak are going down by about 5 millimeters annually.
Wow, that's a story worth telling. And there was this Groundwater Management Act from 1980, right? How did that change things?
Totally nailed it. That act really slowed down the pace of subsidence. Basically, it helped by controlling how much water gets pumped out. But even though we're not the fastest sinking city, like Houston or Dallas, it's still important because small changes can mess up the infrastructure in the long run.
Can you believe that's even a thing? Phoenix sank about 18 feet over a 40-year span, starting in the 1950s. It really shows that keeping an eye on these laws is crucial.
Let's keep it moving. What's next on our list? Oh yeah, this one's got layers too.
All right, on to the next big thing. Documents just revealed some secretive plans aiming to centralize policing under Trump's command. It's called Project 2025. Give us the details, Garrett.
Okay, so Project 2025, spearheaded by the Heritage Foundation, is about aligning all domestic law enforcement under the president. But it's not just paperwork, it's got a militarized twist.
Let's unpack this. Between May and September 2024, there were moves for this centralized police force. Sounds serious.
Definitely. Think of it like rewriting the rule book on who calls the shots for security. And it brings up major concerns about civil rights and checks and balances.
Honestly, that's a huge shift. It could change how law enforcement interacts with civilians. And historically, power plays like this echo authoritarian regimes.
All right, let's roll on. Next topic's a switch up to something digital and contentious.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Arizona's pushing an ID verification law for online porn. Can you see the ripples of controversy already?
Absolutely. So Governor Katie Hobbs signed this law. Basically, it says you must submit ID to prove age online, all in the name of blocking minors.
Right? But privacy hawks are raising the roof. They're worried about potential misuse of data and breaching First Amendment rights.
This one's got legs, don't you think? It's about finding the line between protecting kids online and respecting privacy.
Honestly, the implications are broad. People are concerned, especially with LGBTQ+ content potentially being categorized as explicit.
Moving right along, let's dig into the heart of our desert's community, our churches.
Totally. Pastor Caleb Campbell's experience at Desert Springs Bible Church is a mirror of how Christian nationalism under Trump's influence caused a tectonic shift in congregations.
Yeah, it took a toll on him. Even at one point, he considered leaving the ministry. But he turned things around, wrote a book, and is pushing back with love and understanding instead of confrontation.
That's a story worth telling for sure. Who would have thought that the political wave would sway church congregations so drastically?
And yet, Campbell's journey is about healing. I think that's vital for hope and rebuilding.
Okay, let's keep this going. What's next on our list?
Lastly, let's connect these dots. Urbanization, governance, digital privacy, and societal divides. We're talking about challenges shaping our future.
And there we have it, full circle. Thanks for having these conversations with us.
That's all from us today.
Indeed, thanks for joining us. Keep it curious out there, Phoenix. We're Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, and we'll see you tomorrow.